Hello, you join me this week where I will be taking you through the Sherwood Pines Glorious Gravel Ride X in Nottinghamshire. It's a 60k route, this one, it's a medium one. There is a long route as well, but I'm going to check out the medium route and hopefully it's going to be really good. So I'll be on the Cube hybrid bike today, the hardtail that I've used across the Lake District before, so it's a nice kind of Cube cross-country bike is this one. I will be locked in as well with the pedals today just to get a bit more power down and clipped into the bike. This has only got about 600 meters of elevation, so not massive. I'm sure it'll be really scenic. And yeah, let's head down to the start and get stuck into it. Here we go, there's a starting point. Main area set up. Ooh, it's a bit chilly this morning. Off we go. So as we head out into the Sherwood Pines, it's all brand new terrain for me on this cycle ride, and yeah, an event that I've never ridden before, but I was really excited just to get stuck into it and see what it had in store. So I managed to catch up with a couple of riders, just took on what the ride had in store. Yeah, very pretty so far, not too boggy, which is good. But you're straight into the woodland as soon as you start, so that's very nice. Very long section, that one. So that's basically about 3 or 4k, literally like bang straight road. Or trail I should say, really, not a road, but very pretty, but it does not come off being straight at all. Yeah, so the first kind of road section, and yeah, this didn't last too long, but you could get some good speed down here before coming back off on some more gravel. Yeah, so first 10k done, very much kind of forest trails and gravel roads, which is nice, but not much elevation. One main road crossing which we got over quite quickly, and now back into forestry gravel. I already feel like I could come back and do this again because it's really nice and not too severe. I'm going at quite a pace, but just because it feels comfortable, but really good. Oh, the big potholes. Catch them up. Yeah, so the good thing about this section was there was quite a lot of kind of off-road trails here, and a little bit of kind of farmers' fields that we're going through, but very nice and dry, and you could actually get some good speed actually through this as well, which I took full advantage of down here. Back on the roads again. So yeah, just through a farmer's field there. It was quite good fun. Get some speed up down here and then we back on the trails again, I'm sure. Thank you. So it's good. That's what we came here for. Bit of off-road fun. Pump it up here. Yeah, so we're at 17k now. Just gone through a few farmers' fields, but really good to kind of you know, track to go on, so not too bad. You could definitely do it on a gravel bike, no problem at all. Yeah, just a really good route so far, and easily accessible. As I say, I wouldn't do it on a road bike. Tyres obviously too thin, but definitely gravel, mountain bike hardtails, and also without a doubt e-bikes could easily do this. So yeah, enjoying it. Yeah, back into a bit of woodland at 18k. Coming off the main road again there, very briefly. So if you are worried about coming and doing this gravel course and worried about crossing roads, it's very minimal so far, and that's the first 20k. Yeah, 20k, 50 minutes. So very safe route so far, brilliant.
And I think at this point I was just really enjoying how really fast and kind of interesting a lot of these trails actually were, and you could really get some good speed up here, kind of just really enjoy the kind of off-camber trails, and it was just really interesting woodland to keep on, you know, adventuring through really. Nothing too difficult, you know, in terms of elevation at this point. And I could really just get some good speed down here and just really enjoy it.
Thank you very much. That's great, cheers. Very helpful. Yeah, another really great forest section there. Just so enjoyable to go through, and really good bit of kind of interest with speed and a little bit of elevation, and you know, just a bit of everything really. It just keeps on taking you by surprise, and some new bits that keep on coming through, and the forest is changing quite a lot, you know, it's kind of just constantly an interesting ride. It's another brilliant section here. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, another brilliant 5k there, through lots of nice downhill forestry, gravel roads. And I've just taken another main road crossing, but straight over it and straight back onto this kind of stuff. Again, just brilliant to ride, so yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. I'd recommend it absolutely 100%. Really good so far.
Yeah, so the trails are getting really interesting at this point, between 30k upward to you know, 40k, and just really fun. Good little downhill section on here. You could really open the taps and hammer it down here, so I thoroughly enjoyed this bit. Yeah, it wasn't long before we made our first stop. And welcomed me was a nice ham and dill pickle sandwich, which I've got to say was perfectly timed at 37k. Thoroughly enjoyed this little stop, as I always do on these events. Yeah, had a nice little 10-minute break with all the cyclists at this point.
Okay, so that was the first stop at 37k, and yeah, about another 23 to go. So should be as good as the first half really, I'm sure, because it's was a really good first half of the race, or event I should say. It's not really a race, but yeah, really good. Not many roads, as I say, very much off the beaten track on trails and gravel, so if you're into that you'll absolutely love this ride. But really good stop as well, plenty to eat, good little spread, and a nice cup of coffee. So yeah, I need to warm back up again now and get into it.
So a couple more fast kind of road miles just to get us back out onto the trails again, and the unfortunate kind of guy who got the puncture there just after the first stop. But yeah, this section wasn't probably the best. It was quite short, but before we knew it we were back onto the kind of main roads again. It was a little bit of a lead through to some more gravel, which eventually did get more interesting. So yeah, quite a battle up this kind of incline, which was fine. It was just yeah, a couple of k of uphill slog really, so it was a bit more challenging.
Tough ascent actually, that one goes on for a couple of k, and you do feel it. You definitely feel it. So I think I've just managed to get to the top of that now. So yeah, back out onto the road for maybe half a k, and then back into the good stuff again.
Yeah, and I have to say was probably one of the most exciting parts in terms of speed. It was just really fast down a section. If only it could last a little bit longer, but it was a really good fast section, which I'm assuming was where I got my kind of highest speed around that section.
As I say, a lot more of these trails than the road to enjoy, so yeah, fantastic, these trails, especially through the woodland.
The ride at this point just carried on getting better and better, and a little bit more scenic as well through the next kind of couple of sections. And yeah, I just really enjoyed the kind of fast flowing, you know, kind of turns and little downhill woodland trails. Yeah, it was really, really good, this part.
Yeah, it's not been many of these, but they are good to have in the event because they just challenge you in different ways. So it's good that it's in there. It's definitely a lung burner. Whew.
Yeah, and for the last 6 miles I did manage to kind of be stuck with a fast kind of group of gravel riders at this point, which was really good fun actually. I enjoyed kind of trying to stick with them, and they were going pretty quick actually, so once we went through this little crossing section I was yeah, soon to jump back on the bike and stay behind this group and just enjoy the kind of trails leading back into Sherwood Pines. But yeah, really cool 5 or 6 miles back.
Right, mate.
And even better, just the really fast-paced kind of section here where it was just a slight kind of downward elevation where you could just really free flow through this woodland at kind of high speed, sticking with these kind of guys in front of me here, and just taking the speed for the last mile or so. So it was a really great way to end the ride.
So there we go then. Beautiful scenery, absolutely awesome event, I've got to say. Just always just very, very good surroundings, and not much kind of road to ride before you get back into some really good gravel trails and you know, fire roads and stuff as well. So it has been an absolutely awesome ride, got to say. Definitely come back and do this one again, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who's into, you know, a little bit of off-road kind of gravel and MTB style rides. It's been thoroughly enjoyable. Yeah, 64k, 2 hours 52 minutes, so not too bad at all. I can certainly feel it in the legs now. So yeah, I think it's time for a coffee. It's going to be rather nice.